subscribe. Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
Yeah, who is this? This is a tether in here talking about hate. Now, ma'am, that ain't gonna work. All that hate group stuff, ma'am, that don't work. Sacred, that don't work, beloved. Hate, sacred, hop on in, sweetie. That don't work. What you think? What, lying on us? What you think you're gonna redefine our lineage, Miss Sacred? You think that's gonna happen? Sacred, turn your microphone
Peace and
on.
blessings.
Yeah.
Peace
What?
and blessings to
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Thank you for
What?
allowing me up.
Yeah, hop on camera, please.
Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing. Don't even
Hop
go
on
there, sir.
camera. Hop on camera, ma'am. All right. If you say something, stand on it. Hop on camera. Yeah, we just sent you an invite. Hop on camera. There you go. There you go. All right. Now,
Hey,
why you
y'all.
why you trolling in the chat room, sweetie?
I mean, come on now. The stuff you talking about, African Americans did that. Not no
Who?
FBA. I don't support all that stuff talking about Africans. Not at all. My
Yeah.
lineage is in
No.
America,
Slow
right?
down. No. We're talking about foundational Black Americans, because how you gonna say they were African Americans? Hold on, I don't hear you, ma'am. Hold on, wait. Unmute your mic. Hold on. Unmute your mic, beloved. There you
This
go.
is
There you go.
Nigeria. This is my
Oh,
house in
you're in
Nigeria.
Nigeria? You're in
Yes,
Nigeria?
sir.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, now go outside.
Let me
Let's
show
now
you
go
a song.
outside. Let's go outside. All right.
Ooh, it's hot out here. Ooh, Tariq, it's hot out here.
I can imagine it did
It's hot
something to
out
your
here.
hair. I see that.
It's like it.
That humidity did something to your hair. It shrunk your edges.
These is locks, sir. These is locks. These are locks.
Yeah, well,
Chill.
whoever did that need to be locked up. Okay.
I
Now,
did it.
like I
I
said,
did it. Thank
you're
you.
right.
I
And
did it.
yes, indeed. Uh,
I did
so
it.
listen, all those accomplishments were done by foundational Black Americans, ma'am. So now, why do you have a problem with that, dear?
African Americans did that, not FBA. FBA
No,
hasn't done anything.
no, African Americans, nothing. It was foundational Black Americans, ma'am. My lineage, not yours,
My
beloved.
lineage.
No,
My
no,
lineage.
you're Haitian.
Yes.
You're
No,
Haitian.
I'm actually my third great grandfather's Cherokee, sir.
I don't
So I
believe
can
that,
claim the
ma'am.
land.
No. They
And
drive
my
it.
grandmother
I
was
don't.
enslaved person of Africa. She was
You're
an
Haitian.
African.
You're Haitian, ma'am.
How?
You're Haitian. You called in and said you were Haitian
How?
before.
Are
You said you were
you
Haitian.
lying on me? I'm black and Puerto Rican.
Black and Puerto Rican. Didn't you say
Yes,
you were
I know where
Haitian?
Haitian
Wait,
came
didn't
from.
you called and said you were Haitian before?
Please, where's your source?
Family, didn't this woman call in and say she was Haitian?
Hell no.
Ma'am, yeah, you called us and said you were
I'm
Haitian.
American.
You
Where's
said
your
you
proof?
had a Haitian background, ma'am. And you
I
were
am
you said that.
African American, mixed with Puerto
Hold
Rican,
on.
and my
No,
grandfather is Cherokee. He was a slave master.
ma'am, because you said you were a teacher, right?
A teacher of what?
Okay, is there another tether? Because I could have swore it was the
Yes.
same woman.
Not this Heather who loves all black people worldwide.
Okay, yeah, I ain't got a problem with that. But now
And
you
you
sound
do
like
too.
you
And
saying
you do
something
too.
else. But yeah, you can't. But as a non-FBA, you can't redefine our lineage, ma'am. You
I
can't do
don't
that
want to be an FBA. I'm African
because you're
American.
not. Because you're not, ma'am.
And my blood ties me to both lands,
No, it
Africa
doesn't.
and America.
No. Because you're trying to that Puerto Rican.
Yes.
You're trying to backdoor.
That's what's
You
special
trying
about
to.
me. My blood is
No,
in.
no, ma'am. You don't do that. First, no. We don't hear that. No, ma'am. We don't hear you. Yeah,
I don't support your ideology.
you're trying. Yeah, we don't have an ideology. We have a
Never.
lineage. We have a lineage that you're not
Your
a part of, ma'am.
ideology is
We have a lineage that you're not a part of, ma'am. That's how that works. You don't get to
my
redefine our
lineage.
lineage. No.
I can claim the land.
You're a foreigner.
Oh,
No, no,
I
no.
can
You're a
claim the land.
foreigner.
Can you?
You can claim what land?
Can you claim the land? I'm
What
Pan
land?
African by blood.
Ma'am, you're a tether. You're not of the lineage, ma'am.
By blood. By
Ma'am,
blood.
you are
Pan
you
African
are
by
a
blood.
tether.
By blood.
Ma'am, that's an ideology.
Can
That's
you
an
claim those
ideology,
lands?
ma'am. That
Can
ma'am, I am a foundational Black American, ma'am. You can't redefine our
by
lineage. You can't do that, ma'am. You cannot
by
redefine
blood?
our lineage. We are a foundational Black American lineage, and you're not of that
Doing.
lineage.
You're trying to take
No,
away
no, no, no,
African
no,
American.
no. We're not
African
African
American.
American.
FBA
Yeah,
is
you are, but we're not. You are, but we're not. We're
nothing.
foundational. We
Nothing.
are okay. You are a tether. Okay, okay. I don't. Okay, I'm not gonna talk in circles with no tether. Okay. All right. Yeah, you're in Africa. Stay over there. Be good. Go over there and make you some fufu and jollof. Yeah. You're not of the lineage. You got a mustache. You babbling, and you're not going to redefine the lineage. Yeah, you don't get to redefine us. It don't work like that, ma'am. Yeah, lying and all that. That ain't gonna work. That makes us even more codified with all that damn lying. Yeah. She's trying to do some backdoor Cherokee. That's some Puerto Rican shit. They're trying to be on some Taino, some native in Puerto Rico, and they went back and forth to the mainland. Oh, stop it. We are foundational Black Americans, ladies and gentlemen, and you can't do anything about it. You can't remix the lineage. You can't lie on the lineage. You can lie until you blue in the face. That's not going to stop us from being the foundation of this country, ma'am. The Tethers really have a hard time with not being able to control the narrative because they like to get around us and try to colonize us. They like to elbow themselves into our circles and try to dominate. That's not happening anymore. Okay, and that's the problem. That's not happening. You're not going to come over here with your mustache, laying claim to our culture and our lineage. I don't care about how much you yell and talk in circles. And if you're Pan African, that's fine. Knock yourself out. My lineage is still foundational to the beginning of this nation. Yeah? And whining about that changes nothing. But I want y'all to understand something like I was saying earlier. The dominant society, the white society, they are shrinking. They're going to be a minority. They understand that they can only maintain power if the majority population is politically docile. See, when whites become a numerical minority, the model historically used by white minorities to maintain control is apartheid style governance, where there's a small elite ruling class over a controlled, fragmented, majority. And to do that, you got to have a population that's politically compliant, non confrontational, conditioned to avoid challenging authority. And the dominant society, they understand that foundational Black Americans don't fit that shit at all. That's why there's a problem. They're like, what are we going to do? Because we have been a minority over here when we always been with the business. You understand? Foundational Black American resistance culture is incompatible with minority rule. We don't even co-sign majority rule. We fight and resist against that when we are outnumbered, and we still fight against it. So they know what our get down is. So the dominant society, ladies and gentlemen, they look for a manageable Black population. Y'all feel where I'm saying with this thing? See, we're the only group, we fought slavery from within. We sparked every rights movement. We resisted Jim Crow. We forced policy changes, challenged police, challenged the court, challenged the military, challenged federal systems. So if whites become the minority, while foundational Black Americans remain the central Black population, this historic pattern will show you that the dominant society won't be able to control us with no damn minority rule. So the strategy is get these populations like this mustache mammy who called up the mustache mammy, Tethers and all these people who have historically not destabilized the colonizers. These people who are going along with the program. That's why they're bringing these folks over. They want to get a replacement population who is docile. See, a lot of these people, these African immigrant groups and some of these Caribbeans, they come from societies where these colonial hierarchies trained them to accept European authority. So some of these nations over there, they were colonized up until the damn 60s and hell, some of them till the damn 90s. While Europeans remain in power by installing indirect rule, rewarding cooperation, suppressing the revolutionary movements, promoting the elites who mirrored European values. So when these populations migrate, they bring that inherited political posture where whiteness is seen as the natural center of power. And the dominant society, they interpret that as, okay, these people are less likely to resist. Yeah? So they like to bring over people who ain't gonna really challenge systemic injustice. That's what's going on. So they like to use these people as buffers. So the thing is, the dominant society, they fear that if foundation of Black Americans become the majority population, the demand for justice is going to be non-negotiable. They know the historic record. They know we got the numbers. We can organize. We mobilize. We force structural accountability. We cannot be culturally colonized. We cannot be politically cowed. We can't be bribed with superficial inclusion. So their mindset is we can never, ever, ever let foundational Black American culture and let foundational Black Americans be the majority. This is why they've always imported these immigrants. And then that backfires on them. So we're just showing what the strategies are with these people. Yeah? Let me get some folks in here. Let me get some people in here. And boy, the tethers are getting very, very angry. This delineation is really, really tearing these tethers up. Y'all okay, tethers? Y'all good? The It Show. Yeah, what's that show where they got like one of the main actors, he's an African dude. He's on that show, this It Show. What's the name of that show? What's the name of that show? Yeah. Welcome to Derry, right? Have y'all seen that shit? Welcome to Derry. Oh my goodness. Have y'all seen this? What is it? Is it on Netflix? What is it on? My wife be watching this stuff. She likes watching crazy stuff. Nigga, this shit is crazy as hell. You don't watch it? Welcome to Derry. Yeah, man. Because my lady was watching it and I'm up here just working online and I'm just kind of looking at what's going on the screen. Oh, it's good? You see, it's good? Man, dude. Y'all see the first episode? I don't know what's going on. I don't know the context of nothing. You like it? It's a good show. Okay, it might be. I don't know the context because I see little weird bits and pieces that's really out of this freaking world. So, dude, the first episode what year does it take place? It takes place in the 1940s or 50s. What year does it take place, ladies and gentlemen? They're dropping knowledge. Okay. What year? It takes place in 62. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking at this weird white family. They're driving in the car, they singing in the car, whatever, and then the wife she's pregnant or something, and then she starts freaking out and she starts giving birth, and it's real graphic. She's giving birth, and the fetus, her big stomach has veins in it, and then you see something poking out her cooch, and it's fighting its way out. And then she pulls her underwear to the side, and you can see her cooch. And then this weird baby jumps out on the car floor. Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm, y'all tell me if I'm lying, y'all people who watch this. Am I telling the truth? The the baby jumps out on the car floor, and the baby is like a demon with wings. Then the baby starts flying around inside of the car, whooping everybody's ass. They freaking out. Then the baby, somebody had the umbilical cord, and they swinging this motherfucker around with the umbilical cord. Then the baby busts out the car window and then jump in a river and left his pacifier in the river. I'm like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? Dude. I'm like, what the hell is this? I don't know the context of none of this stuff, but it's a crazy baby whooping everybody's ass. Yeah, dude. Uh, I'm like, what in the world? It's its origin story. Okay. Okay, yeah. When I saw this crazy ass baby hop up that woman's cooch, I said, wait a minute, we got to watch something else. We got to turn on Coco Melon or something. I don't like watching crazy shit like that. But hey, y'all said it's good. I might have to get into it. All right. Y'all said it's good. I might have to get into it. All right. But yeah, my lady loves it. But she likes crazy ass shit like that. So let me see who we got. Let me see. Family, where y'all at? Let's hop on in here and talk to the family in here. Let's talk to the family. Let's see how y'all doing. We got a lot of people in here. Y'all share the space. Y'all share the space, ladies and gentlemen. Share the space. If you can, if you will. Y'all share the space. You know? Yeah, there was a the baby jumped in the river and the pacifier was floating on the river. Am I lying, people? Didn't that happen? I'm like, what the hell is this? You know? Good grief. Oh man. But okay, let me y'all raise your hands, family. And by the way, don't forget, go to rootworkstyle.com. Get the new Rootwork package. We got a holiday package. We got a brand new scent for Rootwork deodorant. It is called Majara Magic. And we have a holiday package with the Majara Magic that you cannot overlook, ladies and gentlemen. This is a great holiday package. Get that at rootworkstyle.com. Rootworkstyle.com. If y'all ready to get up, everybody raise your hands. Let's get Harlem Taylor in the building. Harlem Taylor in the building. Harlem Taylor in the building. Okay, not this sleep shit. Okay, let's not do that. All right, we ain't doing all this sleep shit. All right. All right, we ain't having people just call up sleep and all that. All right. Let's get, y'all raise your hand. Yeah, this is a great holiday gift, man. This is the gift to give to people for the holiday. All right. Let me see who we got in here. Raise your hand if y'all ready to get on. Yeah, I'm not talking. I don't want to hear from the sleepy people. All right. Everybody raise your hand if you want to get up. If you want to get up, raise your hand. If you are ready to get up, raise your hand. Let's get Zoe. I think Zoe. Bombay, you gonna get it for yourself? Get it for yourself. Absolutely, Bombay. Get it for yourself. What's up, Zoe?
Hey, what's going on, Tariq?
I'm good, man. How are you, brother?
Hey, I'm hanging in there, man. My name is Well, I say it's Z06 Lone Wolf. I got a Corvette, so that's my little screen name there. But
There it is. All right.
I reached out to you a few times, man. I sent you 6 emails. I'm the father of the Air Force son that got shot in the back 15 times at Albuquerque.
Oh, damn. Now, when was this?
This was on his birthday last February. I've been fighting the case. I hit you up on Twitter back in August. I was on vacation and I
Okay.
hit you up. I just was trying to just get some voices, trying to take the story national. I've been working on some things a lot, but like I said, I sent you like 6 emails. I got a whole file in there with 1,400 crime scene photos. The government still been sweeping it under the rug 9 months later.
Oh, wow.
But I've been fighting, man. I've been fighting. My son's a great dude, man, and just sad, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel your pain on that one, man.
Yeah, you know. So America still got an issue, with our sons, man. And this kid was raised with love, man. And
Yeah.
to get shot 15 times in the back by your own Air Force unit is crazy. In the military,
And how old was he again?
killed him on his 28th birthday. He was 28 for an hour and a half, man.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, still been struggling, still been fighting. The family's fighting. Horrible holiday, horrible first Thanksgiving.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. I can imagine right around this time of year. How's his mom holding up?
It's a constant struggle, man. I have to offer her grace. Still, we had to bury my son a day after his sister's 17th birthday. I mean, he was the ultimate brother, the ultimate guy. FBA brother, man, on both sides of the family, man. And it's just his mother's. She struggled, but we all come together like Voltron, man, for this kid, man.
Now, where can we go? A lot of people in here want to support. Do you got anything set up where the family can support?
You know what, man? I got some things in the works. When I was first going through it, because we all from Jersey, and I flew out there to Albuquerque 2 days after the incident, and I was in constant contact with Arthur Watkins. Matter of fact, my son's photo is up on his Freedman page, all the way pretty much from 2 days after the incident up until even recently. But me and him, we haven't spoke since like August. I've been so busy between work and trying to continue to have my foot on the Air Force's neck.
No doubt.
But if you get a chance, man, kirklandfiles.com, that has all the public record information on my son, man. Saw my son run out the gate of that base, man, pretty much run to his death. It was pretty much 6-on-1. They lied on my son about him, about him shooting at them. That was a lie. No GSR on his body, on his hands, no nothing. Even the police report says the crime scene looked unnaturally staged. My son asked for the local PD to turn itself in to them. It was no de-escalation, no non-lethal. It was straight a kill mission. Wow. And one of the sergeants even admitted to the local PD when they came on the scene that my son was on the ground. He had already took one shot to the stomach. The first shot was to the stomach. So he's laying on the ground. This freaking sergeant, he tells the police, yeah, he was trying to get up. And as he was trying to get up, they shot him in the back 15 times. Like, how is that not a national story, man? Right. It got a little traction in Albuquerque, a little bit on the East Coast, but it's been mostly in Albuquerque. And anyone that knew my son know that my son was a great dude, man. He was in the Air Force, no criminal record prior to, captain of his high school football team and basketball team his junior and senior year. He was making music. He got 30 unreleased songs. There's 12 songs on iTunes now with his musician name is Brilly the Prince. And and like I said, he had a music video he was releasing the night of his birthday. We was all looking forward to him coming home in March. And they gunned my son down, executed him, basically lynched him. And, we've been fighting with him ever since. These guys still not charged. They still walking free out there in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And 9 months later, almost 10 months, the 22nd of December be 10 months. Wow. And still no charges on these guys.
Wow. And, do y'all know the name of the suspects who did it, the officers who did it?
Hey, Tariq, everything is in that kirklandfiles.com. Yeah. Everything. We got all, we even had them posted as a website called The Salty Soldier. They put a big old article where it had all 6 shooters, faces and everything all in there. I mean, I read everything. Only thing I haven't looked at was the body cam footage. I was able to look at 1,400 crime scene photos. read all the police reports, the dispatch. Like my son ran out the base approximately like 1:43.
Yeah.
Okay, I listened to the dispatch call at 1:47. You can hear him in the background on the dispatch call yelling "suspect down." 4 minutes, and one of the lieutenants, a lieutenant, you're in charge. He couldn't control his own people and allowed them to gun my son down. He tells the police in the police report he didn't see my son with a gun, but then on body cam footage, he tries to go to that officer and change his story. Said, "Oh, my son did shoot at him first," but in the written report, you didn't see a gun. You heard the sound like a gun misfiring, and all you guys started shooting.
Yeah.
You're a military man. I'm an ex-Marine. You know what I mean? And I work in law enforcement the last 20 years. Okay, so this is my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
How you gonna gun my son down? Like, and then they didn't even notify us. We didn't get notified. You know, it's his birthday, so you know we're scrambling around. Like, how Breon not call us on? You know, matter of fact, Tariq, and this is how the ancestors work. I meant to call my son, but we're on the East Coast, 2 hour time distance. So that Friday, I didn't call him. I normally call my kids or text them after midnight of their actual birthday. So I had fell asleep. I woke up at 3:36 East Coast time, which is 1:46, which is 1:36 Albuquerque time, and text my son a happy birthday, and he didn't respond. The same time I was texting him, they was killing him. I woke up in the middle of the night to text him.
Wow.
And the same time that I texted him and that text didn't get responded to, they was gunning my son down at the same time. It's just ridiculous. Just bro, it's ongoing. I got some things in the work. So I'm just trying to just continue to just get the story out there. Like I said, man, my name is Sean. I sent you 6 emails to read all the way going back from March up until I think the last email I sent you was in August. And they're from Yahoo, Scott 2975 at Yahoo. That's the email address that I sent the emails from. And like I said, you can go to Kirklandfiles.com. It has everything that's public record. It even, like I said, it shows my son running out the gate. It shows these guys huddled up at Taco Bell. Tariq, they got my son down and didn't even offer him no first aid.
Wow. Man.
Didn't even offer him no first aid, man. You know,
we're gonna stay on top of it, brother. We'll definitely stay on top. Yeah, keep us posted with everything. And our prayers out to you and the family, brother. So we hear anything you need, man. Just let us know. Just let us know what the call to action is, and let's make something happen with it. Man, that's horrible. And I know that the family's really feeling it around the holidays when your loved one ain't there. Imagine. Lala, what's up, Lala? Lala. Okay, Lala ain't saying nothing. She's in there putting up ramen noodles. Okay. All right. Man. But yeah, we stand with you, brother. We here. We standing with you. You just let us know what you're trying to do. And we got you. All right. Let me get the family in here. All right. Y'all raise your hands, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I got her out of here. All that damn noise. All right. Let's raise your hands, raise your hands, raise your hands. If y'all want to get on, ladies and gentlemen, who is this? There's some tethers in the room here. We ain't saying nothing. Let's get Black Kingdom in here. Black Kingdom, hop on in. Mr. Black Kingdom. Oh, he didn't accept. All right, let's get, who is this? Who are these people? All right, let's get Alexis something. What's up, Miss Alexis? Hop on in, Miss Alexis. What's going on with you? All right. Let's wait on her phone to get together. Some people, it takes them a minute for their phone to get together. If you are ready to get on, y'all raise your hands so I can bring you on. If you are ready to, what's up, AG? If you are ready to get on, raise your hands. Man, let's get, hold on. SaneXO, let's get SaneX in the building. All right.
Hello?
What's up, SaneX?
You get me?
There's a lot of noise going on in the back, brother. What's happening with all that noise? Hello?
You can hear me?
I can hear you a little bit better. What's going on, brother?
All right, what's up, man?
How are you? What's on your mind, man?
Nothing much. I was just calling to say I appreciate you, man. I love it in the Colors movie, and shit, I hope you come out with more.
Oh, yeah, man, absolutely. We're definitely doing that. We're definitely doing that. All right. Let me see. I'm just start bringing some random folks in here. Chicago Talk Show. Let me see. Chicago Talk, something like that. What's up, Chicago Talk? Waiting on you to hop on in, Chicago Talk. What's going on? Okay, listen. All right. I don't want to waste time, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody who wants to get on, let's get TJB, something. All right. If y'all want to get up, just raise your hand. So I'm not bringing up all these people who's pump faking. What's up, TJ?
Yo, what's good? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. What's going on with you?
Man, chilling, man. I'm from Detroit, FBA all day. Just want to give you props and respect, fam. Much love to you.
Man, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, brother.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Thank you indeed. All right. Y'all hop on in here if you are ready to chop it up. All right. Let me get y'all hands up in the chat room. FBAJ, let's get FBAJ in here.
Hey, how you doing, brother Tariq?
I'm good, Jay. How are you, sir?
Man, I'm doing excellent tonight. I had my first official live tonight, and it went really well. I must do say so myself. But I do have a question for you, brother Tariq.
Yes, sir.
Why is it that Pan Africans and Tethers always why do Pan Africans and Tethers always coon for YT's approval?
Yeah, man. A lot of these folks, man, a lot of them are ops. A lot of them want to shame us because they don't have our spirit of resistance. And because they don't, they want to dilute us and water us down into generic Africans so that they can leech off of the things that we do and put together. So it's a very interesting dynamic with these folks, man. A lot of them are very upset with the delineation movement, just like the mustache mammy who called up. She was over in Nigeria trying to flex. Okay, there you go. You got a backyard and a fenced in house over there. Enjoy yourself. Why you worrying about us? If you're over there in Nigeria chilling, visiting, or doing whatever you're doing, what you worried about us for? Yeah? These people just have to latch on and to leech on to us because, again, we are the global culture as foundational Black Americans. And these people are desperate to try to remix who we are, and you can't do that. See, these people try to compare their Pan African ideology to our foundational Black American lineage. You see, they keep trying to redefine our lineage into an ideology. See, you can adopt an ideology. You can't adopt my ancestors. Foundational Black American, that's us recognizing a specific bloodline. All right, that's not a political reading list. Ideologies are chosen. Lineages are inherited. Yeah? I did not choose for my ancestors to be enslaved on this soil. I didn't choose for them to have to build this country under duress. That history is an irrefutable fact. That's not a belief system. All right? My family built this nation from the ground up. They are the foundation. That is not a damn ideology. That is a documented fact. And when they did it, they were not calling themselves African American. They were black, Negro, colored, and by definition, they were the foundation. They were the foundation of this nation. That's a fact. That makes them foundational Black Americans. See, you can change your ideology tomorrow. I cannot change who my beautiful ancestors were, nor do I want to change because they sacrificed for me. They were some of the most strongest, most powerful people. And I have nothing but love and respect for them, and I'm going to continue to give them that love and respect. I'm not going to give honor to some unknown, unseen, generic African somewhere in Africa. We don't have to do that. I have a very specific lineage right here that I can give props and praises to that I know by name. I can trace my ancestry over here easily to the 1700s by name. And I'm going to give these people props. My bloodline goes directly to these people who were the foundation of this nation even before there was a United States, before they built it. We can trace them by name. See, we got census records. That's not an ideology. That's a fact. The Freedmen's Bureau is not an ideology. That is a fact. You understand? Our genealogical records are not ideologies. These are facts. You see? Lineage, that's the prerequisite for politics that's going on now, not the other way around. See, the foundational and foundational Black American, that refers to the literal ancestors whose uncompensated labor, that was the economic bedrock of this specific nation. That is a historical reality. That's not an idea. That don't change because you don't like it. All right? That don't change. Foundational Black American, that designates a group whose ancestors survived the specific conditions of U.S. chattel slavery, Reconstruction, and Jim Crow. You understand? And my ancestors did not immigrate here like these other people. You understand? To say that foundational Black American is an ideology, you're trying to say that my great-grandmother who lived under Jim Crow was adhering to a belief system instead of surviving a reality based on her lineage. You don't get to disrespect my family like that because you come from a damn fleeing background. You don't get to disrespect my family. No, you don't, Tethers. See, the thing is, they try to label our lineage an ideology because, see, an ideology can be debated. It can be diluted. It can be co-opted. A lineage cannot. You cannot debate a lineage. And we're not going to allow our heritage to be diluted. See, these people try to attempt to redefine our lineage as an ideology. That's gaslighting. See, what they are trying to do is invalidate our ancestry so they can center their little musty selves onto a narrative that they didn't inherit it. Like the mustache mammy called up, yeah, it was African Americans who did all that. African Americans. And she's like, well, I'm African American. See, that's her trying to center herself. If y'all can dilute us and make us African Americans, you can include Tethers. Because Tethers can claim African American. That's what that's about. But yeah, their attempt to redefine the terms, no, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. That's an attempt for them to erase the specificity of our history and delegitimize our specific claims of justice. And if everybody can claim the identity by simply agreeing with it, then the specific justice claim owed to the actual descendants, it'll vanish. See, they want to reduce multi-generational trauma and labor and resilience of a specific group to a mere ideology so they can basically erase us. See, Pan-Africanism, that's an ideology. That's a political belief in the unity of various African people. That's a belief. Foundational Black American is a heritage. That's an ethnic group rooted in American history. It ain't the same. Because these folks get to hollering about, well, I'm Pan African. That's an ideology. There's no comparison. There are foundational black Americans who are Pan African. And when they talk about, well, y'all came up with the word FBA, somebody came up with the term Pan African. All right? Who's the leader of Pan Africans? Ain't no leader of Pan Africans. Ain't no leader of foundational black Americans. Every word or term, somebody came up with it. Yeah, you're not going to delegitimize the name of a lineage because somebody came up with it. Everybody came up with all terms. All right, so you got to watch these ridiculous arguments that people try to come through with because they're mad that this delineation movement is whooping that ass. They're very mad at that. Man, let me get some more people in here. Let me get some people in here. Y'all raise those hands, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all raise those hands. Let me see if y'all want to get up. Let's do it like that. Raise those hands in the chat room. Let's do it like that. Y'all in the chat room, raise your hand. In the chat room, raise your hand if you're ready to go up. Let me see. Dreddy Pendergrass. Let's get Dreddy. All right, Dreddy Pendergrass. Everybody else, raise your hand if y'all want to get up. Brother Jamal, let me get you up. Oh, it's not letting me let you up. I'll get you up in a second. Raise your hand. Black Vader, get you in a second. What's up, Dreddy?
What's good with you, big dog?
I'm good, man. What city you in, Dred?
Man, I live in this small town, a little bit outside of Charlotte, called Morganton. It's on the
Oh,
western side of North Carolina.
oh, cool, cool, cool. What's going on out there?
Man, cold as hell. About to get some snow or some sleet.
Mm.
You already know how that is.
Oh, yeah. What's on your
Hey,
mind, bro?
but look, I wanted to hit you on this one, man. I really appreciate that word that you just dropped, man. That cultural supremacy is crazy. I like that.
Yes.
But I was gonna say also though, man. I mean, it's true to what you were saying earlier, man. Like we do control the culture. I was talking to one of my Latino followers that I got because it was basically talking about the issue with ICE and all that other good stuff, man. And so it was talking about it, and he was just saying like we don't have that fight that y'all do. And I said, is that why y'all ask us to be at y'all's protests so much? Is because they don't really have that fight or that fight talk or that rebellious culture like we do over here. And
Right.
so a lot of them try to like, pick off of that energy. And so, I told them, I said, back in the day, if they captured one of our people, we would get rid of whole precincts. If they got one of ours, I was like, I'm not seeing that type of energy from y'all. And I was like, I said, does it not make y'all feel a way that y'all are jumping over your own men to come to black people to come and do y'all's bidding? I was like, I said, that's not no man shit, bro. Y'all need to go handle that.
Mm.
And so a lot of them is just like, like, oh, that's foul. How can you say that? I'm like, hey, I said, you don't see black men jumping over ourselves to go ask other groups to help us fight. I said,
Right.
we gets in the mud and gets it. And that's why a lot of they women try to come and fuck with us because they really see us as the real man. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm. Man, hold on. I gotta get down to applause for that. Dreddy. Yeah, man. Facts, Dreddy,
Try.
man. Thank you so much, brother Dred. Facts. Who's that? Black? What's up, Black?
Hey Tariq, how's everything going?
I'm good, man. What's going on with you?
I just wanted to say thank you for everything you do. I had a movie recommendation just for everyone who's invited to the, I guess, what we're doing and everything. I'm kind of nervous. But have you seen a movie? Have you seen The Spook Who Sat by the Door?
Yeah, I have seen it. I've seen it's been a while since I've seen it, but yeah.
I think that's a good movie for everyone to watch and listen to. I also had
Yes,
a
it is.
question. Why do people pretend like white people don't rule the world?
Yeah, we know that we're dominated by systematic global white supremacy. Yeah, I don't know. People get into a little ego thing about it because it's hard for people to say, okay, yeah, we got dominated. So they try to play these games like, okay, yeah, our nation is independent, whoopie whoop. Yeah, no, it's still dominated by the white T supremacists. They can come over there and do whatever. But the thing is, it's all about great book by Neely Fuller, great book.
I read the
Very
whole thing. I read the whole entire thing on my YouTube page. If you go to I am Michael on YouTube, I have it. I did it on during COVID and everything, like 3-4 years ago. I got
yeah.
motivated by you and Dr. Neely Fuller and everything. So I just want the book is called The Compensatory Racist Counter Code by Neely Fuller. Please, everybody read this book. This is like one of the most important books you will ever read in your entire life. I just wanted to put people on game on a movie. Make sure you get your paper and stay out of trouble. That's the most important for everyone here. I do music. I have over 4 albums. You can type in blackvader.world to listen to my music. I work with a lot of local artists in Pennsylvania. I'm stuck over here because females get you in trouble and shit. Um, other than that, I just want everyone to stay on code. Let's fight for reparations and understand that all races, all creeds just want us to be their slaves. They just want us to be their slaves. And we have to fight for our own freedom and be our own free person because God is within us. And we have to be the God that's within us and do good for other people. So I know people are hating on me. They're going to say things in the comments. It's all good. When you're FBA, you're going to receive hate.
There you go. Just got to land that plane, brother. Thank you. God wants you to land that plane. Thank you so much, brother. All right. We got you. We're rocking with you. Just got to land that plane. What's up, Ad? What's your name? Add your name.
Add your name. How's it, Tariq?
How you doing, Add your name?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Are you East African?
No, I'm South African.
South African. Oh, yeah, I was close. I'm getting my
Yeah,
accents
man.
together. I can hear. You're from Joburg. Where?
I'm from Cape Town.
Cape Town. There you go. What's on your mind?
No, I had a comment regarding the other gentleman that was talking about the police killing his son.
Yeah.
What the point is, you guys, what a lot of you guys do is you don't give the whole story. A lot of these guys that get killed by the police are gang members. They involved with crime, but you never give the whole story regarding what actually happened. So that is the main concern, and always you guys are the victim and not taking
What?
accountability for
So why
this.
are you saying that man's child was a gang member?
No, I'm not saying he was a gang member. I'm saying he didn't give the whole story of what happened. What is the
Then you
context?
tell what? Then you tell the whole story. What's the whole story?
Does he have criminal history? He should say all of that before saying the
Do
man was
you know the
killed
whole story?
unjustly. No, I
Do
don't.
you know the
That's why
whole story?
I don't know the whole story. No,
Then what the hell are you talking about?
but I'm saying he should give the whole story before.
Okay, but you don't know the whole story. You're just making up
Exactly.
some criminal fantasies. What's that criminal fantasy about?
No, that's not a fantasy. I'm just saying that's a possibility that he had a gun. He was a criminal, and maybe had some
That's not a
criminal history.
possibility. How do you know it's a possibility?
It is a possibility. Why did the cops kill him?
You don't know that. You're just fantasizing. And you're East Indian because you said South Africa, but are you one of them East Indians who live in South Africa?
No, I'm native.
No, you're not. Not with that accent. You sound like an because there's a lot of East Indians in South Africa. Are you East Indian or Pakistan, sir?
No, I'm Xhosa.
No,
I'm a native African, my man.
no. You
But
sound
that
like you sound Asian, and you're not. Yeah, he's his camp. He's on a Finster account, so he can't get on. Yeah,
that
you're on a
is that
Finster.
is that is all I
What?
wanted to say. Basically, is that we need to hear the whole story before you guys start playing victim. And we've
Well,
seen
yeah,
a lot of gang members dealing drugs, guns.
you're just projecting your criminality, sir,
Know that
from the
it's
Middle East. Yeah, you're an Asian dude. I don't even think you're from South Africa. All right. Yeah. You're not even on camera. Yeah, that's an East Indian troll. All right. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to bring his dad up to deal with no East Indian troll. I don't even think he's South African, by the way. I don't think he's South African. He's an Asian. He's some kind of Asian Indian or something. I don't believe he's South African. All right. Yeah, he's just trolling. He's trolling from a Finster account. And that's why we delineate, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, these folks got these weird criminal fantasies of us. You know? Yeah, that's a Punjabi accent. This is yeah. That ain't no South African. South African. Yeah, he's goop scoop babbling. That's what he's doing. All right, y'all raise those hands. Let me get y'all up in here. Let me get y'all up in here, family, because we got a lot of folks in here. While we're talking, y'all better go get on that deal that we got going on for the Root Work deodorant package. We got the Majora Magic Scent that's out here killing the game, ladies and gentlemen. And you can get that at rootworkstyle.com. We got a whole holiday package deal that y'all gotta get up on. Y'all gotta get up on that. All right, in the chat room, if y'all ready to get up, raise those hands. If you are ready to get up, let me see your hands. And hit those hearts, ladies and gentlemen. Hit those hearts. All right. Let me see. Hit those hearts. Hit those hearts. Where y'all at? Y'all raise the hands. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Sensei. Hold on. I'm going to try to get you up, Sensei. Let's get Sensei in here. All right. Sensei raised his hands. Thank you for the gift person. Sensei, what's up, brother? Oh, Sensei, where you at, man? All right.
New Orleans.
What, you from New Orleans?
Yeah, I'm calling at you from New Orleans, brother.
All right. What's
But
going on
see,
with you?
I don't get how they stuck on us being from Africa if only like what 3,500,000 came over a course of 350 years. That's like 2,800 a year. Biden letting more illegal immigrants over the past 5 years than they did in Africa. We was already here, so it don't make no sense for them to be stuck on there. They real descendants in Brazil, Jamaica, and Portugal, but they ain't gonna claim them because they want to be us so bad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's deep, man. Yeah, people, again, this delineation is whooping ass, and people don't know what to do. They're scrambling. A lot of these people, the immigrants, some of them, and some of the Pan Africans, they got a problem because they're not centered no more. See, they're used to being coming in and elbowing their way in and centering themselves. And it's too late to try to redefine the lineage. Let me tell the tethers and the Pan Africans, the Pan African artist, and I'm not talking about people who got real working relationships in Africa, because I know some people who do good business over there. They do their thing. There's some people who are genuinely or trying to do good business. And there's just people who just online yapping. Listen, getting into these pointless arguments, you can't debate people out of their lineage, especially since people have reclaimed their lineage. Foundational Black Americans are not forming an ideology. Foundational Black Americans are reclaiming an ethnic lineage anchored in verifiable ancestry, verifiable historic documents, centuries of cultural formation on American soil. Once a people reclaim who they are, there is no debate that can undo it. You can't argue people out of their own bloodline. Do y'all understand that? Once millions of people recognize and accept their foundational Black American lineage, outside opinions become irrelevant noise. This is how y'all tethers, y'all don't get it. What are you trying to debate? This is like a genie that's out of the bottle. You can't put it back in the bottle. This is one of those things. What do y'all expect with all this whining and crying? What's that going to do? When there's an awakening, a cultural awakening, yeah, people are just not going to go back to sleep. That's not how cultural awakenings work. This delineation movement, ladies and gentlemen, It's an irreversible cultural awakening. It's not a trend. This is not a hashtag. This is not a Twitter movement. It's not a Tariq made moment. This is a multi generational awakening, and it's rooted in historic research, lived experiences, political necessity, cultural clarity, economic analysis. So, what begins as a conversation becomes a consciousness shift. See, when people awaken to lineage clarity, they don't go back to confusion. Do you understand that? Like when a person's confused, they can't be unconfused. It's like, listen, if you give somebody directions to get from their house to a parent's house or their grandparents' house, if you give them directions and they learn the directions, okay, if I go down this street, make a left, then make a right, and then make another left, I'll be at my grandparents' house. That's something that you can't really unlearn. You can't argue with people about that because they know the direction to their grandparents' house. What arguing with them about knowing directions is absolutely pointless. It's the same thing arguing with us about lineage. Once we've mapped out where our real lineage is and we've acknowledged the directions to our real lineage of who we are, you can't undo that. There's no reversal of that. You understand? You know what, you're gonna try to talk us into confusion? Y'all think y'all gonna talk us into being generic Africans? No. No. What, you're wasting your time. And listen, the delineation movement, it spread organically. See, it's not controlled and it's not dependent upon a single personality. That's why the Pan Africans or Pan Africans and the immigrant tether trolls, they keep trying to Tariq Nasheed their way out of it. Y'all think of bringing me up all the damn time because you have to find a personality to attack. So they try to use me as a proxy. That don't work. And it hasn't worked. They think, okay, we're just going to attack Tariq and try to reframe it into a group or some shit as a way to delegitimize the momentum of the delineation movement. That doesn't work. That tactic is flawed because foundational Black American lineage and delineation existed in sentiment long before I just helped out with the language. You understand? I want y'all to understand something. The sentiment was already there of delineation. I just kind of put some clarity to the language there. Millions of foundational Black Americans speak, think, and move in delineated terms without me. The movement has already woven itself into legal discussions without me, politics without me, music, movies. Again, the number one movie in the country, or not even the country, hell, in the world for a minute, was Sinners, which was based on foundational Black American culture. The director was going around the world doing interviews saying he was a foundational Black American. It is above me. It is above me. It is not about me. This is a thing. People recognize their foundational Black American lineage. If I disappear tomorrow, if I get abducted by aliens, ladies and gentlemen, do you think the delineation is going to stop? Let's be real. Do you think people are going to stop delineating? Do you think people are just going to forget their foundational Black American lineage? No, they are not. Yeah, this thing is way above me. So listen, it's unstoppable. It's bigger than any individual because it's clarity. It brings so much clarity and it makes so much sense and it's so empowering. We're getting our power back like we're supposed to. You understand? This delineation has been going on for a minute. It just, the delineation movement hasn't been as defined as it is now. Hell, Elijah Muhammad delineated. You dig? Elijah Muhammad was talking about how we are so unique over here. We've been delineating, and not to, that's not to denigrate anybody. Delineating don't mean you're denigrating anybody, because the people try to make it one and the same. No, delineating is just us recognizing our unique lineage here on this land, which we have. We're not immigrants. Us acknowledging that we're not immigrants don't mean we want to harm anybody or we don't like you and all that old stupid shit y'all whine about. Everybody recognizes their unique lineage and ethnogenesis, but we're not supposed to, and we're saying the hell with that. We're not doing that hypocritical nonsense. We got a very powerful, rich, deep, unique culture and history that we're acknowledging, and we're putting the scores on the board for our team. Because we've been sitting up here letting everybody share our victories, but they don't let us do theirs. So let's keep this same energy across the board. That's what we're saying. We're going to keep the same energy across the board and trying to redefine foundational Black American as an ideology instead of a lineage. Too little, too late. When y'all start talking about FBA ain't a lineage, it's an ideology, you just revealed that this delineation movement has left you behind already. You say stupid shit like that when the truth has already taken hold. Foundational Black American lineage has already been codified, defined, documented, embraced by the masses. So that's like somebody trying to rename water after everybody's been drinking it for a while. You can't rename and remix us. And this movement, ladies and gentlemen, it's fueled by a century of unresolved political and social contradictions. It didn't just appear out of nowhere. We just got tired of people leeching and parasiting off of us, misclassifying us, trying to erase who we are, denying our ethnic identity, co-opting our movements, and then not showing appreciation and then showing disrespect. Enough is enough. So we got tired of our ancestors being disrespected. Nobody's going to respect our ancestors unless we do it. We got to do it. All people do is come over and come up with ways to disrespect us. So it's up to us to protect the integrity of our ancestors and our lineage. You see? And that's what we're doing. Excuse me. You can't force a group with a specific historic trajectory to really accept a generic identity. See, the Pan-Africans and the immigrant groups, they keep running around. We all Africans, we're African. We all have the same enemy. Here's the thing. You can't force a group with a distinct historic journey, distinct culture, distinct legal claim, distinct lineage to blend into generalized categories that erase those distinctions. Foundational Black Americans, we have our own cuisine, and that kills me. Everybody tries to take credit for our cuisines. Every time we make some, well, yams, candied yams is from Africa. Gumbo comes from Ugusi. We had okra in the motherland. Okay, okay. Fried chicken comes from the Irish people. None of y'all shit tastes like us, though. How come nobody else stuff tastes like us? Greens come from Angola. Okay. How come your shit don't taste like us? All right? Everybody wants to try to take credit for what we create, but it don't taste the same, don't sound the same. How come all our shit always tastes, sound, feels different, looks different? Come on, man. Man. But listen, we got our own cuisine, our own folklore, our own resistance movements, our own spiritual systems, our own migratory patterns, our own cultural aesthetics. No debate changes that. That's just the reality, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm no longer musty. I'm no longer musty. Hey, I'm no longer musty. I'm no longer musty. 'Cause I got my real work on. I'm no longer musty. 'Cause I got my